Hey guys, it's me, Tatum Third Walker. So many of you have been patiently waiting the Joseph Strong story. It was supposed to air about a month and a half ago. Well, after me and my husband talked and I really thought about it, I said, why not air part 1 on his birthday? Wednesday, he would be 22 if he was still here with us. A lot of memories, a lot of hurt. I believe it gets harder with every birthday, because now that he would be 22, I'm seeing things that his fellow friends and classmates are doing that he'll never get to do. And with all the negativity and stuff that some of the ones that has something to do with it's been saying, and y'all know I've been patient and I have said I'm not going to say their names, I'm not going to do this. Well, that's why it's called The Truth and Nothing But the Truth, the Joseph Strong story. Everything that I will be saying that you will hear is the truth. They can say it's not the truth. I do not care. This was told to me by my son, or people who were there, or just facts that I know from doctors and other things. But the number one thing is, no, he did never fall from a barn. That is a lie. And I would probably wear orange if somebody really got in my face and told me that, because I have heard that from so many people that swear that's what happened, and that is not what happened to my son. They always say when someone is in a coma, their last thing to go is their hearing, and I know that to be a fact. I've seen it in other cases, but with Joseph, I always wondered, did he hear me, or there was things that he would say after he come out of a coma that the only way he would have known is if he heard us. But the thing was, he is the reason I knew the truth before I even knew it. Other people, had said shovel, and I know, but the pistol and other stuff, it's just heartbreaking. But some of you have messaged me and said, Tatum, I know when you air this, they're going to come out of the woodwork. Well, you know what? If they do, I do not care. I will block them, do whatever I need to do. But this is the truth. It's my truth. I know it to be the truth, and that's what's going to be told. And they can come on here. They've had years to open their mouth and tell lies and try to diminish my character, to try to make my son at fault. The one thing my son was at fault for was sneaking out the house, yes. But this last time, when they went on the different websites of the stuff that happened to me, and that'll be in another episode. I'm doing this first. This is something that needs to be out. I'm telling the truth, and it's all coming out. Everything that was done to us while he was hurt, all what they did, and they know what they did. Things that happened on the burial of my father, it's just sickening. It really is. And the difference between me and them is I'm going to tell it one time, and I'm going to tell everything. I'm not going to go back and forth with them. I don't go back and forth with trash. That's not what I do. And y'all know that. It's whatever. But I'm not going to argue. My son is gone. There's no bringing him back. And even though, and I've told y'all, the GBI might have the case closed, it will be opened back up. They can think they don't have to open it back up, but I've told y'all there's people that is above them that can do that. And if they don't like it, they can go to the house. There's too much that has happened around here in this small town. And it's time that things be addressed. And that's one reason I come back to my Just Ask Tatum. I've had enough. But my thing is, people, when you hear this story, I want you to think, especially if you have children, don't think it can't happen to you, because it can. And here's the thing. Before people go to jail, or before they get caught, or they try to hide things, they will try to make you the monster. And if you ever feel like if you feel like you're getting low and you're getting in depression and you feel like you want to give up, message me. Message me. I will talk you through it. Never let trash or the devil win. Never. Look, guys, they got an answer to another power. And you know one thing I'm going to say, and y'all hear me say this on the interview. My cousin said something to me that really hit home. She said, Tatum, what I don't understand is, I know especially the mother of the child who done this. She said, I understand that's her child, but why don't she have any remorse for you? She never said she was sorry. She's never said, it's my son, but I hate what happened, She said, does she not have no empathy? That really hit home with me. But I guess all of us don't think alike. But there will be no untruth told, and there will be nothing held back. And guys, do me a favor. If you see where they're commenting or they're saying something on another platform, don't tag me in it. Don't send it to me. I don't want to know. Because it just makes me want to throw up. Because I know the truth, and I don't need to see it. I don't need to see what they're posting. They're going to do that, and they're going to say they're liars. They got to, try to make themselves look like they're not guilty. The way they went about it is just it's unacceptable. So don't even, whatever. I'll address them. I'll address that. It's going to be addressed on this, and it's going to be addressed one time. And I'll say what I got to say. If they have something so special to say to me, I'm not hard to find, okay? It ain't like I'm hiding. But we all know that ain't finna happen. But I'm just living for my son's memory, and I'm fighting for him, and after I address all this, it's going to be in higher power, and it's going to be in other people's to get the GBI to open it back up, because it's going to be opened back up. I know that. And the last thing, it will be more than one part. There's no way y'all will go to sleep if I put it all out there at once, because it's very, very long. So I'm thinking it's going to probably be in 3 or 4 parts. After part 1, you'll get the most of it, and then the next day I'll go ahead and put part 2. That way it'll won't give y'all long to see it. But I've been holding to put it out there, and I just thought this was special. So I'm sorry y'all waited, but trust me, it's worth the wait. And you're going to see raw emotion. You're going to see somebody that breaks down, somebody that loved their child more than life itself. You're going to see the real me, no fakeness, no nothing. It's going to be raw and real. And that's what I wanted you to see. That's why it was in my studio, it was in my own environment, because I wanted to be me. And just thank you all for loving him. And I think he'll be smiling down, and he'll be proud. Just knowing that I love him, and I'm proud of the man he became before it was his time. He was just tired. He was tired. And God needed him more than we did. So he's in a better place. And my dad's got his arms wrapped around him. And, So I love you all. And thank you for loving him the way I do. That's why Joseph Strong is the perfect name. So I love you guys. God bless. And I can't wait for y'all to see it.